What is up, everyone, and welcome back to our next episode here. Yes, I do see that creeper above me, and I will take care of him, but not for now. He seems to want to leave me alone. But while I was editing that nice little fly-in that we did, I noticed there were several blocks we were missing around here. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to just pop over here and fix what we're missing. Gotta put a door there. Seems like we forgot a door here, but it's fixed now. Two here. Put these the wrong way, so let's turn those around. Also notice we're missing a log here. Fixed. Found ourselves our lost dog. Come with us. And we came over here and we built up this whole area. So let's fly ourselves down to it and avoid this creepers. But yeah, we have a nice little wooded path now that we can walk down. I guess not too nice since we have skeletons attacking us. But we need to go ahead and light up this area and make it to where we can walk here in peace in the future. But so yeah, I created this up here, and from this wall, let's sleep real quick so nothing bothers us while we're flying around to look at what we've done so far. And it's the next day. But as we fly around here to look, we can see two openings I've left in the wall. This one and this one. Now these are going to be where the adventurers for our guild can depart from. This one will take them along a land route way out that way. Well, this one will take them across the river and through the forest, right over to that dark forest biome there. But since it's also right pretty easily connected to the harbor here, just have this curve right up to here. This is where our industrial path is going to be, and where our slime farm is going to be back there. But those builds will come later. That's going to be a big old brick building, and there's still a little more things I need to work out on it before I'm ready to build it here. But for now, we've got the path and this nice little forest built for it. I've also gone and smoothed out some of the area here, and I've just made it easier for someone to run around and really not get harassed by anything like holes or mobs that spawn from nowhere. And then we also finished this wall on the back side here. There's a few little tweaks I still need to do to it, but I needed some more stone, so I had to gather that real quick. So let's go grab some stone and let's finish up the little tweaks in that wall. All right, and as we fly over here with our stone, we can see the areas I'm talking about. Right there where this dirt is, we gotta come in, break it all up, and put in our stone. So let's go ahead and do this along the entirety of this wall. This stretches all the way back there to where our mining outpost is. So let's get to it. Now, in areas like this, I think I'm going to leave the dirt, as it's the natural little cliff there. I might take out a little bit here and there like that, and this one here. But I've got to leave it there because that's what's giving us this cave entrance. And if we take the wall all the way down, it'll remove that naturally generated area. And I like how those look. So I think I'll probably leave most of them in. Just come in here and bop these out. In areas like this where we need those, I'll have to come back doing later. But I'm probably not going to do that on camera since this quick little lapse right here probably isn't the most riveting thing you've ever seen. So we'll do those off camera later and just finish this part up real quick. Again, areas like this where it's pretty tall, I'm going to do some slightly different things. Like in here, I'm going to come back with some andesite and some cobblestone to make it seem like more of a worked over wall. Because if I just bring stone all the way down, it won't look super great. But we're almost done with our way around. So let's get over this little crevasse here. And we'll be on our way to finishing. All right. And just as simple as that, we finished what we're doing here. Just got some little area I wanted to fill in. So we can hop around this, and we're back inside our guild hall. And I'll go and finish up that little rest on my own so that you don't have to watch that obviously very entertaining section right there. But no need to worry, because we got some more things in plan that we're going to finish up this episode. So let's hop to those. And just like that, we finished up some more beautification of this place. And if we turn around real quick, we can see exactly what's been done. We created a nice little flower area right next to our greenhouse here. So if we pop out of our body, we can zoom up into the air and we see a nice flower things. We have everything but sunflowers here and some of the more common flowers. But we've got ourselves the peonies, the rose bushes that, oh wait, actually, I'm blanking on its name. Let's hop down there, grab one of these and see what they're called again. Lilacs, how could I forget that? Then we have the 4 tulip variants, the orchids, the lilies of the valley, some wither roses, ouch. And then finally some alliums right here. So we finished that all up there and it's looking absolutely gorgeous. It really brings a pop of color to this area. And honestly, I think it makes sense for our guild. You come here and you need some rare flower to make some suspicious stew. Well, you're in luck. Our local horticulture group has all these beautiful flowers grown. And I think it fits in with the lore of this place. And I think it just really, it brings a nice spark of color to here. Now, I'm going to go along these paths. I'm going to add some lighting. Because right now, if we look, turn that all on. If we look, we can see that it's pretty dark over here. There's no light. So let's go ahead and light this whole place up so we don't get a field full of creepers. I prefer my fields full of flowers. So let's hop to that. Let's turn that all off and I'll bring you back once I've got this whole place spawn proofed. And boom, just like that, we've lit up this whole area using lights that match the ones on our path, and it's looking great. If we hit this and turn on our light overlay, we can see there's none of those red square or yellow squares like we see outside the wall. And this whole area is nice and lit up, making it perfect for a nice little stroll through the park. We hop down here, we can just walk through the tulips without a worry in our mind of a creeper, a zombie, a skeleton, or any of the other baddies popping up and attacking us. And it's just a beautiful little area that adds just a lot of lore to our guild hall here. And honestly, I think it's quite great. It's uniform, yet it's not. But I do wish that these flowers would be able to line up in the center. It would really add a lot of just, I don't know, organization to this area. But I still do like how they are. And honestly, I think it's a great addition to our guild. So let's go ahead and add our next little foliage item or foliage and decor to this area. Really pretty it up. And I think that's where we're going to take over to right here. Our lovely little lake. Now that we've added some new stuff from Vanilla Tweaks, we have a clear water and yeah, this lake is pretty bare in here. So let's grab ourselves some cobblestone, some stone, get ourselves some mossy cobblestone and some sea pickles, some bone meal. Let's beautify this place real quick. Here we go. And just like that, we've converted all of our little ponds into lovely little lakes. So we've got a nice little lily pad leaping area that goes all the way across this one here at a nice diagonal. We also filled it up with plenty of sea pickles, boulders, grass, drip leaves. We lined the sides with our azalea, our sugar cane, our bamboos, our flowers. And honestly, the whole thing is just looking great. And I added one last little secret to this part here. So let's run over there real quick. Maybe you caught a glimpse of it in what I just showed. But now we have officially the springs in here. This is where the water bubbles up for our entire lake. And it's done quite well with soul sand. You get those little bubble effects right there that we can see. And honestly, you can't really see it in the rest of the water. So it just looks like there's the occasional bubbles coming up there. which, as someone who grew up by natural springs, is kind of exactly how it looks. So let's run around, get a look at this from the top of our bridge here, and it just looks great. I like our little boulder there in the middle, and I want to go and try out our lily pad leaping course for the first time. I have yet to do this, so when I fail 8 or 9 times, don't laugh too hard. Actually, I'm doing quite well. I'm not a parkour person, so even though this is just all simple jumps, I'm proud of myself. First try, no mistakes, no touching the water at all. But for now, I believe that makes our 3 little lakes here completed. And again, they flow into our beautiful little park area that we made last time. But now we get to hop on to our next beautification process, which is going to be some more custom trees. I think the perfect area to build these, well, let's fly over and show you. I think the perfect area for it is going to be right here along this edge, kind of making it to where the back of this house leads out into a nice little forest again. And then I don't want to put it up here because I want to leave spots for 2 more buildings. I want to put a granary here with a little windmill on it, and then just one other small house here. Really complete this area out. So I think this last portion right here, up until about the edge of that hill there, is perfect for another small little forest like over there. So let's hop to it. And with the good old patented twirl, let's do that right here. And just like that, we have our nice foliage done. Now what I want to go through in here is create a nice path that comes through here. I want a little bone meal happy, so there's a bunch of grass and everything in the way. That's okay, we can always use those later to make more trees and stuff. But I'm thinking we create just a pretty simple path that goes about right up to here before it gets too steep, and then loops over that way. And then we can just have the entrance of the park be here. And this path will again come up here, go around this tree, and then down this area to the left of this tree, to the right of this tree, and just really weave its way around in here. And again, it'll probably narrow right here, but that's okay. And then it'll come out and end over here with it coming out this way. And I don't think it'll really connect to anything at the moment. But for now, this whole place is looking great. We'll take a little aerial view of it. And you can see it's a pretty dense canopy there. But there's still occasional places that let light in. And then we also included some azalea trees and some azalea leaves, like if one of them's starting to bloom right now. And honestly, I think it's just a great addition to that, and lucky for this person to get a nice little forest in their backyard. As personally growing up, I really loved playing in the forest, and miss it living in the city now. So I think it's kind of great, and and reminiscent. So let's go ahead and go to our next project for the day, which is simply going to be connecting up footpaths everywhere, because that's one of the key things to planning everything. If you look right now, I have a path that dead ends there, a path that dead ends there, one on the other side of this tree that I promised you all last episode I would do and never did, but a path dead ends up here, so we got to bring this path all the way down here. We got to connect this path over to here, bring this path down to this one. We just got a bunch of paths we got to make. So without further ado, let's just get to making paths. All right, and just like that, we finished up our paths all over here, as well as the one that I didn't end up delivering last time, this path here. And I think, frankly, they turned out quite great. They really just give us a great view of kind of how we're going to do this. This path follows along this cliff edge, and they're going to kind of merge around this area here, where we can then connect them to these two paths in our park there. And then we can figure out exactly what we're going to do in the harbor area down here. Now, I have decided that the harbor is going to extend kind of from this area here to this area over here. And then we'll have to dig out some area over here so we can get it to the ocean. But I think that is an incredible place to start. And I think this is a good place to end our episode. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be one of our shorter episodes, and that's because I have some stuff going on in IRL that I need to take care of. So, I again want to thank everyone for joining us today, and I hope you enjoy our beautification episode where we just tidy things up and make it all look beautiful. So, once again, thank y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.